Welcome to episode 74 of the Epilogue Lady podcast. My name is Bente and I'm coming to you from Vesterålen, northern Norway, where I live with my husband and 3 cats. You can find me on Instagram as Arctic Crafts, on Facebook and Etsy as Arctic Crafts by Bente, and on Jewellery as Arctic Crafts 65. I also have a group on Ravelry where you can participate in make-alongs and the occasional giveaway. And I have a Ko-fi page where you can buy me a cup of coffee and support the podcast that way. As you can tell, the sun is out, so it won't be. It's only a matter of time before I have to change locations when I record. But I'm kind of busy today, so I just sat down at the dining table to get this off my plate, so to speak, because I'm doing a trunk show tomorrow and Saturday, and I have to start preparing. So this might be short, depending on how much I ramble on. So this is going to be uploaded on a Thursday. And because of the trunk show, my shop will close tonight and it won't open again until noon on Sunday. And I'm bringing my Halloween advents with me. So if you're watching this and it's still Thursday, go check out my shop to see if it's still open, because then you can grab a Halloween advent before I close the shop. Because I can't guarantee that there will be any left when I open the shop again, because I only have 4 left. So that's the admin, I think. This is the second time I'm recording this, by the way, because when I went to stop recording a minute ago, it said start recording. So I forgot to turn on the camera. I know. I'm a professional. So let's talk about what I'm wearing, and I'll try to remember everything I talked about. This is my Everday Tee by Twin Stitches Designs, and this is my contribution to the Tea Time make-along, the Tea Time Mal 2022. That's running now. It started April 1st, and whips are allowed. It's also on Instagram. There will be prizes both for Instagram and Ravelry. And I've knit this in Sandnes Line. And the blend is 53% cotton, 33% viscose and 14% linen. And I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. I love it already. And because of the fiber blend, it's not going to be too hot to wear, even this summer. So, and this is an FO, by the way. But when I'm talking about what I'm wearing, I should mention these earrings. It's not easy for you to see what they look like up close, so I'll post the picture I took for Instagram when they arrived yesterday. They're from Latvia. We had a Latvian teacher staying with us, and she had a pair of these earrings, and I love them, and I asked her, where did you get those? And she gave me the link to their Etsy shop. And this is their Etsy shop, and you can see they have a Facebook page, they're on Instagram, and I'll link their Etsy shop down below. And they also have a ring with the raven skull on it. And I'm thinking of these two as Hugin and Munin, Odin's ravens, or Odin, as I would say in Norwegian. And I love them. So I'm going to wear this all the time, I think. So that's also something I'm wearing. I have another FO. And forgive me if I'm rushing through my knitting today, because I have something else to talk about, namely spinning. I know, who am I? But I've started spinning on a spindle, and we'll talk about that as soon as I finish talking about knitting. This is also an FO. It's the Carbeth by Davies. And I've knit this in Tweed Delight from Hobbii. It's my third sweater in this yarn. And this is on the other end of the scale. It's a worsted weight sweater, so I get to wear this a few more times, I think, before I have to put it away for the fall. I'm taking this with me to Tromsø. We're going to Tromsø for a few days during Easter holidays, and I'll bring this because I get to wear it there because it's a bit colder there than it's here. And then I just have to put it away. I wanted to knit the Carbeth for years, and I finally did it because I love the shape of it. I love the design elements. So that's the Carbeth. And those are my FOs. And let's talk whips. I haven't got any new cast-ons. This was a new cast-on, sort of, but it's finished already. So what I did, I went through my hibernating whips and I picked out a couple of them. And one of them is in this bag by Awesome Granny that Sue gifted me. And I did the Radvent cardigan by Amber O'Brien with my Harry Potter Blanket Club, the minis from mini subscription by Norah George. I'm in a rush, so I can't speak, obviously. And I had yarn left from more or less all the colors in the cardigan. I'll put up a picture of the cardigan, by the way, so you can see what it looks like. And the colors look more vibrant in this because I'm not holding any alpaca with it. This is the Sugar Plum Fairy shawl by, let's check our show notes, Crystal Tea Knits. And so I've started knitting on this again because this is a summer project because it's not a big lumbering thing to have in your lap. I'm knitting on a blanket as well, but I didn't bring that on purpose because I barely started working on it again. And I won't be working on it, I guess, unless we have days this summer that it's not too hot to work on it because it's a thick blanket as well. But this is the Sugar Plum Fairy shawl by Crystal Tea Knits. And this is what it looks like in this project bag. So it's kind of tangled and there are lots of ends to weave in. I can't say I look forward to that. So that's one of my whips that I've taken out of hibernation. And the other whip I have taken out of hibernation is a sweater by, let's see if I can pick it up. It's the Beach Life by Annie Lupton. I finished the front and I've started the back. And I've knit this in a yarn from Hobbii. This is a cotton blend. This is the yarn I'm using, and you can see the blend. It's cotton wool acrylic, and because it's as much as 55% cotton, I put this away last fall because I thought, okay, that's a spring summer sweater, and I've started the back. I'm thinking about doing it short sleeved, but we'll see. I can knit the arms inside out, I guess, because this is reverse stockinette. Doesn't make a difference when you're knitting flat because you have to knit every other round purl and knit every other round anyway, or row rather. Row. Oh, my brain is fried and I can't speak, and I'm doing this for the second time, even though I barely had time to record today at all. So this is going to be a hot mess. But anyways, that is the other hibernating whip I pulled out. And my last two whips are sort of in rotation already. This is the Carin hoodie. This is by House of Yarn. It's a yarn, I'm not sure you can get this yarn abroad. It's by Du Store Alpakka. It's brushed alpaca. And to be honest with you, I'm not really excited about knitting with this yarn because it's difficult to get an even gauge, but I like the look of it when it's finished. And this is sort of in the naughty corner because I did something wrong on the hood, so I had to frog the entire hood, or the entire hood, that sounds dramatic. I was about 4 inches in, but I had to put it away. But I'm going to pick up the stitches and start the hood again as soon as I have the time. Hopefully I get an hour of knitting time or something later today, after I've put up everything in the shop and when I get back this evening. So this is the Carin hoodie, and I'm knitting this. This isn't for me, it's a sample for the local yarn store. So that was it. And my last whip I'm going to show you is a sweater I was hoping to finish by the end of May, because I was hoping to enter the Andrea Mowry March to May knit along. It's the Wool and Honey by Andrea Mowry, and this is another sweater I wanted to knit for a long time, but as you can see I have quite a bit left on the body and I haven't started the sleeves, and I have other things to do, so I'm not sure I get to finish this before the end of May. It's TV knitting though, because it's I'm on Body Island, but it's a slog because every other round is a purled round, and I'm not thrilled about purling, so I'm not sure why I even started this sweater, because I'm not too fond of purling. But it's a really beautiful sweater and I really look forward to wearing it as soon as it's finished. So this is a project knit, not a process knit, because I'm not enjoying working on it, but I really look forward to wearing it. So that's the Wool and Honey by Andrea Mowry, and I'm knitting it in Drops Nord. That's a wool alpaca blend. Hopefully it won't sag too much, because my pink fist that I also knit in Drops Nord, it's far too big for me now. I knit it sort of oversized, and now that I've lost all the weight, it's like a tent on me. So that's a sweater I might de-stash. It's a really beautiful sweater, so it's a shame, but at the moment I'm not too thrilled about wearing oversized sweaters. I might start wearing oversized sweaters again, but we'll see. I might gift that sweater to somebody, if I can think of somebody that can wear that size sweater. So that's my knitting. And then we have the spinning. I've started spinning on a spindle. I'm doing everything wrong, but I'm enjoying myself. This fiber, I've dyed this fiber myself. It's 100% Corriedale. The yarn, I get my yarn from a small supplier in England, and they also carry spinning fibers. And I asked him what would you recommend for a new spinner, and he suggested Corriedale. And this is 100% Corriedale fiber. And I've dyed this myself because because if I'm going to learn to spin, I want colors. And you can see this is thick and thin. It's overspun some places. It's not spun enough other places. But I'm enjoying myself. I think it's thick and thin. It's fingering weight some places, Børstet other places, some places it's even bulky. I think maybe I'll try to knit a hat with this, if I have enough. But it's 100 grams, so hopefully if I knit a beanie I have enough yarn. But I really enjoy dyeing the fiber. So I dyed 2 more braids of fiber. This is in different shades of blue. Again, this is 100% Corriedale, and it's really fluffy and nice. And the other braid I dyed in several different shades of pink. Of course I had to dye a pink braid because I'm me. And this is the spindle I'm using. It's a Kromsky. And well, you can see I don't know what I'm doing. I've been watching tutorials on YouTube, and I'm using a method they call draft and park, or park and draft, however you see. And the drafting is my main issue, because I'm afraid to draft too much, because I'm afraid the fiber will break, and I don't draft evenly, so that's the main reason why this is so uneven. I wish I could afford a wheel, because I think I would enjoy myself even more if I actually had a wheel. But wheels are expensive. I know that in Norway, I discussed this with Sue in Canada, and they're more affordable in Norway than in, for example, Canada. I know that, but even though it's not cheap to buy a wheel, so I might have to save up for a wheel. But then again, I have other stuff I need money for, so a wheel isn't on top of my priority list, but I really want one. Maybe if I don't buy a yarn advent this year, I can put that money aside for a wheel. We'll see. But I really want a yarn advent this year as well. I might dye up extra on my advents. If I dye up an extra set of minis for my Halloween advent and an extra set of minis for my Christmas advent, I have 25 minis. So I might make my own yarn advent. Won't be as exciting because I've seen all the yarn, but I get I get a new mini every day in December, even though I have dyed them myself. I think I've talked about all my knitting. I've talked about my earrings. Apart from these earrings, I haven't gotten anything exciting in the mail. I've gotten all the extras for the Halloween advent, but I won't show you those, of course, because that's supposed to be a surprise when you open your packages every day, because I'm going to put extras in with the yarn. So I enjoy those extras when I buy advents myself, so I wanted to put extras in with the yarn. So I think that's it. I need to start editing this because I have stuff to do. I know this was kind of a short episode, and it's on a Thursday. So we'll just repeat the admin. The Tea Time 2022 make-along, both on Ravelry and Instagram. Any short-sleeved t-shirt, a short-sleeved sweater, sorry. It doesn't have to be a t-shirt pattern. It can be, if you, for example, knit the woolen honey and knit it short-sleeved, it's a tee. And whips are allowed, and it's running until the 31st of May, and that's because June 1st, the Arctic Summer of Socks is kicking off. And we'll talk more about that later. The next time you see me will probably be a Bente's Bag of Holding. I'll make an episode about our trip to Tromsø. I've put up vlogs from Tromsø before, but I'll make one this time as well. Depending on the weather, it can be short or it can be long. So that's it. I'll stop umming and awing and saying so, and stop this recording so I can edit this. I have talked about everything I was supposed to talk about. And no epilogue today. I think I'm rambling already. So I'll see you the next time, and I hope you have a wonderful Easter. And that's it. Short and sweet. I'll see you later. Bye bye.